Hello, Twitch. How is everyone? Welcome in, everybody. Just quick refilling my water. So, chicken cordon bleu tonight. We got our Swiss cheese. We got our ham. We've got green beans. We're going to do some sauteed green beans, garlic, and butter. Pretty simple. Going to spice up the potatoes, roast them off in the oven. And chicken. With what looks like a very bruised wing there. I didn't notice that until just now. That doesn't look too happy. But we gotta butcher a bird. We need some chicken breasts. It's like that bird was missing half of its joint. Hey, Disney man. Welcome in. How are you this evening? Anything new and interesting to report in your world? We're getting going on butchering the chicken here so we can make some chicken cordon bleu. So there's our wings and thighs, or legs and thighs. I'm not going to use those tonight. Those we'll package up and save for another night. Oops, one too many bags there. Now the next question is the bot working tonight? I'm going to actually take a look at that right now. Well, that seems like a productive day. They always say that buying a boat, one of the best days of having a boat. Let's see here. We have timers. Let's see, where's our timers? Awesome. Interesting. I don't know boats, and I know there are many of them. A little too close to the bone there. Trying to cut a little bit of the bone with the breast there. I still got a little bit of it with it. Oh well, we'll clean that up later. Oh, it pulled right off. Wow, this bird just did not have a good life. We get the beaten up wing on it, and we got like maybe some broken bones up here. Wow. I'm just cutting through all the bones tonight. For being a big bird, it certainly wasn't very happy. Don't even know what to think about all that blood in the breast. But I think I'm going to ditch that wing. Yeah, we'll throw it in with the stock stuff. No gizzards. No goodies with this one. I usually get goodies with my birds. Just gypped all the way around with this one. So we won't need the skins for our project tonight. I'm going to scrape as much of that blood off as I can. I'm realizing that it was probably more that the bird wasn't properly drained than having some huge issue. Just going to go ahead and pull those tenderloins off ahead of time. Debating whether I want to try stuffing the tenderloin into the center too, or... I mean, the major difference is just cook time and how much room we get to stuff the other good stuff in there with. How do I want to go about this? First, I'm going to take that piece of bone out. My hand just rubbed up against there. Or at least cartilage. Alright, there's one. And this one, I think I'm actually going to go even further on. Not too concerned about holes. I mean, we don't really want them, but as long as when we're done wrapping the chicken up together, it'll be fine, because protein will seal to protein, and then we don't have to worry about the cheese or anything getting out as it cooks. I'm also going to be stovetop frying these, so I'm going to do sort of like a shallow fry. Gonna do like halfway up the chicken breast and then stuffed chicken breast and then flip it the other way. Let's see if we can't go. Oh, I tried to go a little bit further with this one, just didn't want to cooperate. Yeah. So, ham. Cheese. Just open this with another knife. Scissors is good. Oh, I forgot the tenderloin. Yeah, let's see if we can get that in there. Backwards, but it'll make it a little bit more uniform anyways. And yes, Word Scramble is back. was watching a video the other day about boats and how what determines a boat versus a ship is sort of been destroyed by language and the fact that we no longer need sails. I was thinking that when I was reading that you bought a motor yacht. Waste not, want not. Okay, I really gotta change that though. That is entirely too wordy now. Battle! Which means pre-roll ad. Chicken legs we'll throw in the fridge for some future project. And so I'm actually going to pause here, and we're going to come back to these when I'm ready to bread them and fry them. But they're pretty close there to what I want. I could maybe throw... I don't think I have any toothpicks. If I had a couple toothpicks, I could throw a toothpick in there or there. Maybe there or there. We'll pull them out before you would serve it, obviously, but it would help keep it enclosed for that first couple of seconds of frying. Let's pull this away. Give our hands a proper wash, not just rinse. Don't know how many of these we're going to do tonight. There's more than I need. I don't really have plans to use them here in the near future. What do we have coming up here on the calendar? Maybe use them with next Saturday, but then we can maybe use them on Friday too. I'll hold on to about half of this. So I'm just going to go through and cut the tops off and bottoms of these off. Make sure they're nice whole beans. I already threw a couple out from this batch that were... yeesh. Skip you too. And let's cut them down in size a little bit. Let's do them in half. That'll make for a good 2 plates. And I forgot about my battle. Battle. Dos más. Okay, tres más. Victory. Congrats, Entropy, and the 50 gold. Boss level. Oh, we got to fight on... Oh. I think I'm just going to put my tank right there. And maybe knock off about there. We're going to want something to go after. %. I don't know which one of these is which. Oh, they're different. I assumed that one of these was flipped towards us and the other one wasn't, but I guess we gotta fight both of those. And then this, and that. We'll see how we do. Okay, got green beans trying to be a part of the chicken tonight. Let's get rid of the rest of this ham. Because I don't need it. I don't need it. Taters. Let's do salt, pepper, MSG. Cooking oil. So my sunflower oil. Hey, X-Bye! How are thee? What's new in your world? What have you been playing lately? Turn the fan on. You turn the lights on too. That might be helpful. We gonna add any other spices in here? Why not? Let's do a little cayenne for a little heat punch. Let us know we're actually eating something here. And some paprika. New world in Satisfactory. Nice. Now, is Satisfactory like a group play game or is it a solo play? I've seen it played. I mean, it's a very interesting sort of satisfactory game where you're basically building your own giant factory. But it's multiplayer? When did they add that? Just recently, or? Make sure they're well coated. And off onto a sheet pan with parchment. Cool. Pour less of that oil right over the top of them. It's not going to hurt it because what excess oil we have here is just going to end up in the pan. So certainly a waste not, want not thing here. It's certainly not going to give us any flavor sitting there. Oven's preheating, so we'll set these back there for that. Allow it to heat up. Why am I on there? That's not where I wanted to go. That's what I wanted to do. I'm going to clean this bowl I used to toss the potatoes in, and we're going to use this to toss the green beans in. Need a pot with oil for our frying later. Actually, we'll bring that over too because it's a nice lid. Good for safety. There we go, got about an inch of oil in there. And we'll leave that off for now. And garlic too. Like 5 gazillion layers of paper on this bulb of garlic. I mean, look how many layers of paper are on there. For lack of a dried onion peel. I'm complaining about that, but it's sort of a silly thing to complain about. I'm realizing that as I'm complaining about it. Because, I mean, if you're a farmer, are you really paying attention to how many layers of film or whatever's on the outside of your bulb? Not really. Wow. That's a sprouting. No worries, XP. Potatoes going in the oven. Give that a 30-minute timer. Oh, the oil's got sort of an interesting pattern on it. I don't know if you can see that on the... You can sort of see it. It's got this weird pullback as it's warming up from the edges where you got this, like, colorful film. Probably can't see it, so... Yeah, it's not colorful there. But to me, it's got a colorful oil slick, like, top to it, sheen. And the outer edges of it are black. So we're doing lots of garlic with our green beans tonight. Cordon Bleu. It is a chicken dish, which I've started preparing already. See the counter here? You can't see it. But it is stuffed chicken breasts. And it's stuffed with ham and Swiss cheese. I've already done most of that already. So we got our chicken breasts. I've already got them stuffed. But next we're going to have to then take these and bread them, panko bread crust them, and then fry them. And so, yeah, chicken full of all sorts of goodness. We're also doing some green beans. I got some taters in the oven. Got some wine to drink too. Welcome in, Dieselhead. Glad to see you. Pile of garlic's nearly as impressive as my pile of green beans here. So same thing that I did before with the potatoes, but now with the green beans. Healthy dose of oil. These I'm going to do on the stove. These I'm just going to give them a quick saute fry out. What else do we want to throw with these? Obviously salt and MSG. We'll skip the MSG for the green beans. But salt. Garlic. Pepper. I'm wondering if I have any red pepper flakes in the spice drawer or not. I don't think that I do. I might, though. I do. Just a little garlic in there. So let's see what this wine's like. Almost lost my glass there. I would have not been happy if I dropped that glass. I've only had these for this year. So either these people have a bad web admin, or they don't have a website anymore. So I don't know. Whoa. Choking me up from this distance. Wow. Definitely got some heavy dark fruit on this. But we'll see. It's a cab. It's not exactly a good thing. It's buttery. Not a winner. It's drinkable. Not a winner. That's more showing my dirty glass than the wine. That's much more ruby to me than it is to you. It's considerably darker on the camera, even with the nice white background. It's got some nice acid to it. It's got some nice, it'll handle some heavier stuff. It's not very full-bodied. It's mostly just acidic punch with a little bit of fruit, mostly on the nose. If I opened that bottle, I could just smell it immediately, which is not that common when it comes to wines. Usually you gotta let the wines breathe, and that one was just like screaming to get out of that bottle. What do we got that we can do while we're waiting on potatoes? Looks like we're going to have another probably 2-hour-ish stream tonight. Not going to be too long tonight. Anything new and interesting out there in the world? I'm sure I've asked that 4 or 5 times. I'm doing pretty good today. I had a pretty good day today. Not hugely productive, but I got some shit done. No, I hadn't heard that. Hopefully for good reasons. I'd sort of like to tear up this place and make it my own too, but I don't own it. What are you doing with your condo? Oh, I think I saw a photo of that. Maybe did you put a photo of that up on maybe Twitch or Twitter? I think I saw someone tearing down their whole like a before and after with the walls there and gone. Cool. You're gonna leave it all open like that? I mean, I sort of like an open design to homes. I sort of wish that I could live with a warehouse with a closed bathroom. Have everything else just no walls. Well, that's cool. It looks like it's working well for you. Of course, you said that word contractor, which... Or did you say contractor? The guy, okay. I immediately start wondering about how they're making a living. How they're jipping me on the job. Nice. My parents have been talking about getting new appliances for years now, and I still don't know if that happened or not. They have issues with the design of their place where they have a microwave fan above their stove, but they got a nice marble backsplash to their cooking area, and the way that the microwave is mounted, they basically are going to have to scrap the nice marble backsplash because they can't get anything to match up. They can't get anything to work. And on top of that, the stove, I don't think was really designed to be in the place that it is. So I don't know if they're going to find a stove that works too. That's an entirely different matter. I get to see them next month. I get to see them in a couple of weeks. It's been a year and a half now since I seen my parents. Well, will be. Yeah, I'm torn because I love living here in Sonoma County. I love living up here. The prices for places are just a teensy bit out of my range for what I want. And I also sort of want a home that's not your typical home. So, hey, Miss Lisa Face. How are you today? But I mean, it's less the house. It's more that I've gotten to the point. I've been living here a decade now. The things that I want to change about this place, I really can't change. Things like I want to cut an inch off of the bathroom door floor so that the fan doesn't kill itself trying to create a vacuum in the bathroom every time I turn it on. And things like that. And don't own the place. Can't do that. Ooh, bottle. Bottle is ready. Do pre-roll ad. Yeah, and the market is going nuts too. The housing market. It started off with COVID to a minor degree, where people realized that they didn't have to run into the office all the time and started finding houses. Now that they don't have to go back to the office and the restrictions are off, it's going gangbusters. Yeah, How are you, Miss Lisa Face? But yeah, I have a shared yard too, X-Pie, and I wouldn't mind. I mean, if I had a yard where I could have a dog that was primarily outside or something along that line, oh yeah, I'd definitely get pets. But I just can't live with them in my living sleep area when it comes to my allergies. Start heating up our oil here for our Cordon Bleu frying. And I'm sort of debating whether I want to spike these through a couple of times and I think I'm going to do that just to keep them together a little bit better, as I have to move them between the egg and the breadcrumbs. Hey, Perkins Zone. How goes your evening? We're having some fun stuffing some chicken tonight. We got 2 chicken breasts there that I cut off of a bird and have stuffed with a combination of Swiss cheese and ham. And I think I'm going to start now into making sure that we got them well sealed here. Going into both sides of that there. Make sure we go through this part of this one too. Then I don't want a ton of this here, so I'm going to have to cut that off. But I'm going to have to go into my tool stuff to cut that off. My Easter has been great. Had a very productive day. Let's see if this will handle it. Yeah, no problem. Pull out the electrical tools to do our cooking tonight. Okay, so now I'm a little bit feeling better about the idea of being able to hold on to this a bit better. This needs to be pinched a little bit better on there. It tore through. There we go. I don't know if I need another one here. We'll skip that last one. Nice! New toys are always fun. Because of her outfits. I never paid attention to the outfits of them. So she always seems to be the one that's both the outcast and the actual smart one of the bunch. Back's bothering me tonight. We're going to need... I think we're going to pull out the pie tins. Or, I say pie tins, but... pie glasses. To battle. Thank you, X5. Let's see how we do against the boss. Oh, I definitely want to add a spell. I think we want to do haste. That was quick. That was a hasty battle. Congrats. Entropy getting all the kills. Entropy and X-Pie getting the scrolls. Congrats. Boss defeated. Let's see. Chest, gold, blue chest, another chest. Let's go bottom route. And we'll have a battle in 30 minutes. Ooh. One little piece of shell in there. Whew. I'm not feeling good all of a sudden for some reason. Relatively. Last week. Okay, we didn't want that on stream. Wow. Wow. My stomach just turned. Well, we're now a weekend. That greatly made me feel better. So I apologize, but I'm feeling much better now. But after getting mine, I was really tired the next day and the day after. And then the day after that, I was great. I was full of energy, feeling great. I'm a little worried that I just got a little bit of heat stroke there. I'm not sure what's... I'm hot. I'm feeling hot. I don't think that was... I don't think that was vaccine stuff. Whew. Might have been that wine. We got our egg there. Whoa. That's something you don't get in gaming streams. So let's keep cooking. Yeah, it was more likely the wine. I don't know why. My stomach's been doing great all day today. Oh, hey, let's get that out easy and handy for myself and then forget that I got it out. So we got flour, we got panko breadcrumbs, and we got egg for our coating on the outside of our chicken. And take both of these knives and move these both over here to the nasty section now. And start by flouring our first one. And when you're flouring for frying, I always feel like I'm repeating myself, but when you're frying, you don't want a heavy coat of flour on this. You don't want tons of flour on this. You want just a single layer of flour, basically. added flour is not going to help. Woo! Swiss cheese. Shredded Swiss cheese. Real stuff. It's actually not one of my favorites. I'm not a huge fan of Swiss cheese, but it is the traditional cheese to use for this. Make sure we're well coated all the way around. Let's see where our oil's at. Our oil shouldn't be getting too hot over here. My cheese preference for sandwiches and stuff, and we're just having a basic, you know, like cold cut sandwich, nothing like spicy like Italian or anything like that. I'm actually going for Havarti, but it doesn't play with a lot of things at the same time, and so I don't use it a lot when I'm cooking at home. But if we're just doing a sandwich, we having a lunchtime sandwich. Oh yeah. Let's check what our oil's at before we get our hands dirty again. That's why I cleaned them in the first place. And let's check our potatoes, because those should be ready now. I got distracted by something. Oh, those are looking good. We have our seasoned and roasted potatoes, or fingerlings. We'll let those hang out here. Actually, we'll put those on trivet over here. Roasted taters. Someone discovered the scramble is working again. I totally forgot what that oil was at. What was this oil at? 316, 320. We're getting close. I was not expecting it to be that warm. And I'm going a little bit weak on how many breadcrumbs I've got in the bowl here for 2 of these, because we're just not going to use the rest and I don't want to waste it. Hey, New York Slice. How you doing? Been a minute since I've seen ya. Anything new in your world? So I'm gonna go ahead and just straight drop this right into that oil. Which, it should only fit about halfway. Florida, that sounds like fun. Hanging out with all the spring breakers, trying to get each other sick. Uh-oh. I messed up on my command. Let me take a look at the game here real quick. Actually, I don't have time to do that. I gotta work on this right now. But I will try and get you those points, Miss Lisa Face. That's a long trip. Is it 6 weeks? Is that... Why'd you take that trip? If you don't mind me asking. I could go for some chocolate covered pretzels. Those are a good time. Okay. We'll go back to looking at another one. See how far along we are here. It looks like we got a little color going there. Oh, okay. We were just talking about how the housing market is absolutely booming. Dropped the oven temp down to 325, although it's been at 400 now, so it's probably close to 400. We had 400 for the potatoes, and I closed it back up, so it's reheated up to that temp. Yeah, I was talking about how I'd love to have a house, but I don't know how I could ever afford one here in Sonoma County. I think we're going to put these onto a pan so I can throw them in the oven. Use our good old metal pie tin for that. Yeah, yeah. The prices here have at least doubled since I've been here in the last decade, if not more. No cheese squirting out, that's a good thing. Yeah, and if you look at, what is it, Redfin? Online real estate company was saying that over 50% or something like 54 or something like that percent of homes this year were bought sight unseen. Just, ad online. Here, take our money. So we'll get rid of the rest of our breading station here. Yeah, it is bonkers. I'm not happy about it at all. That's feeling pretty good to me, but since we stuffed it, I'm not going to trust that. I'm going to set that off onto a pan, let that hang out here for a minute, allow this to warm back up. We're going to hit this with a little, this one over here with a little fine salt. Nice, so I owe you 2 now, Miss Lisa Face. Yeah, we lost about 50 degrees. So we're gonna allow that to warm back up a little bit. But I can take a look at that program now and see what I got wrong with it. Let's see if that works better next time. That should be fixed now, Miss Lisa Face. You should have your 20 more now. I didn't do it through chat, so it didn't show it to you in chat, but you should be at 2,500 sprinkles now. Just barely 300 now. We were about 325-ish for that one. I also set it up so that the scramble's only being activated by the bot. So if anyone comes in here and types scramble now, it's not going to let you do anything. I did Swiss cheese. The traditional cheese. clean off our board here. We need to get ready for our green beans as soon as our chicken is in the oven. That's sort of the problem with blue cheese, though. It's probably my only problem with blue cheese is how salty the cheese can be. I do love me some good blue cheese, but I was just saying before, I don't know if you're here for that, but you're making yourself a quick, simple lunch meat, lunch sandwich. Give me some Havarti. I put that in the oil the wrong direction. Don't do that like me. Put it in oil away from you. You don't want it splashing at you. Hey, Bun Buns! Especially when you're dealing with something large like that, like a whole chicken breast, where you can actually display some actual oil on it. Yeah. I want to be careful about that. I got a couple of those right now, too. They're all healed up now, but this one wasn't even hardly noticeable. But yeah, but it also point out to you every single time that you touch that part of your hand, and you never realize how often you touch those parts of your hands. Like, the back of my finger here. How many things did I touch and use that for? They're not battle scars, they're character. Went a little long on that side. Calabash. How come you didn't guess calabash? I totally would have guessed that. No cheese oozing out, so that's a good sign. Got our green beans with a ton of garlic, some red pepper, salt and pepper. What else did I throw in with those? Not sure. But those are ready to go here as soon as we get done with everything else. Do our pre-roll ad since our battle's about to start here. So I'm going to take both of these and toss these down into the oven to / finish cooking / stay warm. Going to put a lid on the oil. Turn that off. Move the oil to the back of the stove here. Battle. To battle. No problem. No problem. I could be better, Lexi. I was doing great up until about 10-15 minutes ago, maybe 20 minutes ago. I just all of a sudden started feeling lousy. X-Pie getting those kills. Jamie helping out with the assists. Thank you, thank you. X-Pie getting some gold. Dave Paws Baby getting some scrolls. And I think we're going to call it there for the battles tonight. We're going to do our green beans and then we should be set. So, nice full flame there. Yeah, I still think it was probably the heat that got to me. But something got to me. I'm still standing here sweating. When I don't really know why. It's not that... It shouldn't be that hot in here. I mean, I know I've got an oven and a pan of oil that have been heated up here, but I've also got fans running. But I've been a little bit more active today, too. I went out and walked to the supermarket and all that jazz, and so maybe Miss Lisa Face was right, and it's that vaccine still working its way through me here, even though it's been a week. Ooh, I got some upgrades for my army. Go ahead and get those while we're waiting, even though I know you can't really see what I'm doing. Yay, I got upgrades for units that I never use. I already got a plate up. I was really tired, like, the first 2 days after it, and then I was, like, back to normal. But, I mean, how do you really know that it's worked its way? I mean, they say 2 weeks. Let's see, let's throw some taters on this plate. I think we're getting there with our beans. Definitely getting there with our garlic and our beans. Want to pull the rest of those beans out of the pan though, because they're going to burn. Well, actually it's more the garlic that's going to burn than the beans, but beans are going to overcook. Are going to overcook if I don't get them out of there. And chicken. We gotta put some chicken on this plate. Chicken. Get a photo of this like this. Let's see what we get. Which one did I get? I got Johnson & Johnson. Oh. These need some more time. That's a little too raw for me. So I'm going to throw that back in the oven. We'll give that another 10 minutes. It depends on who you talk to, but yeah. That's upsetting that that wasn't cooked through, even though they're nicely solid. It's a shame. And actually, that's not cooked through enough that I want to leave that other one in there for a little while longer, too. So I think we're going to be another 15-20 minutes here while we wait on that to cook. Meanwhile, I can munch on some green beans and check these potatoes. I was actually expecting it to be, I mean, even with that, I was expecting it to be a lot worse. And I mean, it just basically knocked me out for 2 days. If it's making my stomach a little uneasy, that's life. But I honestly think it was either the wine or the heat that got to me. Maybe both. Because I've been feeling fine today. No, I don't know. I haven't been tested. I'm still wearing masks out even though I've been vaccinated now. I went by farmer's market earlier today, and yeah, it looked like no one was masked up. I was like, eesh. Or at least, I'm sure in the actual market itself, people were, but around the outside, but I've been sort of skipping the Sunday farmers market here in Sonoma because it's been sort of like that. It's too open, it's too carefree, it's 70 plus in here. I don't think we're finishing this wine tonight. Might not be finishing that wine at all. But now would probably be a good time to remind you all that we have the Wednesday dinner vote going on between specific ramen noodle brand and eel. So should be an interesting dinner here on Wednesday. Still got one more day for people to vote. Water was starting to get warm. Oh, I don't know if I even want to eat this dinner now. I mean, I'm sitting here munching on things, but I don't know if I can handle like a meal. I didn't see, has anyone won the raffle or the scramble? And did it give them points or not give them points? Yep, Scramble's back. I'm still working on figuring out a few minor things out with it, but basically I'm working on recreating it from what it was before. There you go. Nice. It worked, too. It wasn't giving Miss Lisa Face points earlier. I'm going to open the window here and get a little fresh air in here. No, I figured it. I had it set to wrong setting for paying out. But apparently, what happened with the Scramble was they had changed things with their games. They had changed their setup with the games. And when I went and tried to play my game without any currency, they had they had changed it. So the games were all designed to be, you guys are paying, when you type in Scramble, it's supposed to be taking money from you or sprinkles from you. And I have it set so that it doesn't. And they had changed stuff in the back, and that broke. And so I got in contact with them through their Discord, and they were like, oh, and they checked it out and fixed it in about 30 seconds. And then I just had to wait a couple of days for the next patch to come out. So that was cool. That it wasn't something weird that I did, or... Because I was worried about things like, you know, can I keep the dictionary file on a cloud folder, or... I was into, like, deep debugging of, like, what could this possibly be? And if anyone out there is interested in now being a part of the Hall of Fame board, you can now type !join Hall of Fame, all of one word, and you will be given a token for joining the Hall of Fame, and I will add your name to the board in the future. When I'm not going to do it name by name, but as soon as we get a couple of names, I'll do wood burning stream where I'll add all the names to the board. And the first one, I'll do some other decorations on the board as well. Or maybe that'll be overtime. Wow, that sun is just beating on me right now. Gonna have to give them another toss in the pan to warm them up. I don't know how long I've given that now. I give it at least 8 minutes. That one's good. The question is this one good? I think I still want to give that another couple minutes. Because I do want to get that ooze picture if I can. Turn our pan on again down here. Stomach's still not happy. It doesn't have anything in it to be unhappy about, but it's not happy. I have. Well, have I made Scotch eggs? I've made Scotch Twinkies. I've done Scotch Twinkies on stream. That was one of my early... One of my first, second, third, something like that. Ingredient challenges was Twinkies. Yeah, I don't know that I've had a proper traditional style Scotch egg, but I certainly know what they are. Okay, let's hope this other one's cooked through now. Ah, messed up the breading. There we go. Get a photo of that one. Thank you, Miss Lisa Face. Now we're cooked through. And yeah, we're not going to get any oozy-goozy cheese, I don't think, but... Awesome. So that is dinner tonight. Let's go give you a close-up on the main screen. Getting a little bit of ooze. Just a little bit of ooze. Just a tiny touch of ooze. Thank you, Miss Lisa Face. Well, let's see how much of this dinner I can actually enjoy tonight. I keep bouncing back and forth between feeling fine and not feeling okay. So I think I'm going to give it a bit before I try food, but other than potatoes. Who can we give a raid to tonight? Who can we say hello to tonight? Why don't we go say hello to Cupcake Decks? Nope, that's not what I wanted. There we go. Thank you all for joining me tonight. I will be back here on Tuesday with tacos. Tuesday taco night now. Well, at least for early part of April. And Wednesday we'll have either eel or ramen. Looking like eel right now. Might be a little hard to find eel. I don't know. I haven't done a lot of searching on that. Thank everyone for joining tonight. Sorry I wasn't doing so well tonight. Apologize for that. But I hope you all have a great night. I'm going to send you all off to Cupcake Dex, which is another food and drink streamer. She is making Easter and Passover treats. So, should be a good time. She's an interesting streamer. Always got some creative things going on. She's always toying around with games and stuff like that. So I hope you all have a great night. I hope you enjoy her stream. And goodbye.